Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to share with you an e-commerce trend that is making millions. And some of you may have already heard of this trend before, but if you haven't, this video will be extremely informative. Honestly, even if you have, this video will still be very helpful. So, the trend that I'm talking about here is the mushroom coffee trend. Look at this thing right here. It is absolutely blowing up. This trend line looks like what I wish my investment portfolio would look like here soon. It's not, unfortunately, but that's the goal, right? And this is amazing. Now, there's this brand, though. This is where things get pretty interesting, called Rise. And what they do is they sell a blend of mushroom coffee. Now, this looks super simple, right? This is just like a normal Shopify store. It's not anything too crazy. It's quite simple. But this brand has raised over $2.2 million in funding from investors to pursue this idea. That's pretty incredible. I mean, that's so much money, right? Like that's actually ridiculous. And the cool thing about it is, to me, is again, how simple this brand looks, right? I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy to craft this blend, but if you literally just Google mushroom coffee manufacturers, you can actually find a lot of these. There's lots of different coffee mixes that you could make into this. I'm not saying this is what they did. I'm sure they've actually formulated a really high quality product here. And if you're the owner of this or you know somebody working on this, hit me up. I would love to talk ideas and maybe help out in some way. But really what it seems like to me is they got a really nice brand designer to design a nice package that they could then private label from a supplier, and then just got to work on marketing, right? I mean, with a $2.2 million budget, you have a lot of room for marketing. And that's what I find so amazing. This was actually my goal with Ecommerce, is to start working with some venture-backed brands. Ecommerce is my performance marketing agency. We do Meta ads and Google ads mainly, but we also do TikTok ads. But as you see, these guys actually kill it on social media. So it's no surprise that they're able to raise money because they have a really good strategy, right? And they clearly understand marketing, presentation, and opportunity. These guys got in here at the bottom of the trend. So they're definitely going to be able to capitalize on the massive growth of mushroom coffee. But I see mushrooms as a whole becoming more and more prevalent in society, more popular. And as that continues to happen, there's going to be so many business opportunities. And that's what I love about, what I do here on YouTube. And this is why, even if nobody watched these videos, I would still love to make them, because it's so interesting to study these things and just watch. Now, for example, when I go on social media, I'm starting to have pattern recognition for people talking about the health benefits of mushrooms, even if they're not promoting any sort of brand. So it's like crazy to look at the actual data behind, what I feel is popular on social media. It's very, very interesting to me. One little thing here I want to mention is that there's still 2 codes left to the Ecommerce Lab Mastermind. 3 got used. There's 2 left. Here for YouTube. I know I told you on Instagram we gave off $100 codes, but those all got taken on the first day. Here on YouTube, they didn't get taken on the first day. So I just want to make sure that I'm serious about those codes. And again, this gives you full access to our ChatGPT prompt sheet. Literally, you could automate an entire business with these prompts. I mean, it's literally incredible. You don't need any gurus nowadays. And you also get access to the entire mastermind community, right? I mean, we're posting incredible stuff in here. And even stuff about investing. For example, this sheet here of some of the biggest investors and what they've been adding into, like in terms of their positions, was super helpful for me in my investment portfolio. I know I was just talking about that. I was making jokes about it, but I bought some Lululemon IWF shares, which is an ETF of high growth tech companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple, and a bunch of other ones, a lot of innovative companies and more Google, basically based on what I saw some of the best investors in the world are investing in. So this is irrelevant to e-commerce. So again, kind of like with my YouTube videos, even if you don't join, even if nobody joined this, I still love being a part of it because our researchers are incredible. And this group alone just provides me with literally anything I need, any information I need for e-commerce investing, really anything, so I can just focus on my business. And if I need more help, I can just ask people in the community. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, very proud of what we built there. So I don't mind talking about it. If you want to get $100 off, you can do that with the code in here. I'll put it right here, but also in the description. Last chance, there's literally only 2 left. Now, something interesting I just noticed about this website is that they only link to their Instagram page. I feel like that's a missed opportunity because they really should be linking people to their TikTok as well and their Facebook page and maybe even Pinterest. But at the same time, they probably know what they're doing. And I do kind of like the idea of just going all in on one platform and just harboring the strongest community you possibly can on there. The more you kind of dilute your community, I guess the harder it would be to really build a tight knit community. I don't know though. I don't think that's true because if you look at some of the biggest communities in the world, for example, like Mr. Beast, Nike, whatever, they're everywhere, right? They're like super omnipresent. So I don't know if that's actually true. However, I could see that being the case if you have like a limited amount of resources. But if they've raised $2.2 million, their resources are definitely not scarce. So that could be a good piece of advice for them. That would also give them a lot more user-generated content to use. That's actually one of my favorite strategies right now. I would say it's just obviously to run paid media. That's our bread and butter. I just love the predictability of it. But I also love the idea of pairing that with having a huge list of creators that make content for your brand on a regular basis for your page or on their own page, or creating fan pages for your brand and hiring a creator, like let's say a monthly retainer, to just make a ton of content around that. I think that's a very clever strategy to build your brand. I mean, not only is it going to grow your sales, but it will grow your brand awareness, and it will also harbor a community, and it will also get you a ton of content that you can test with paid media. That's where people come to us, right? We love to get a lot of content to test because when it comes to performance marketing on Meta, it really is all about the content, and it's just, you got to be a scientist. So, that's why my company feels more like a research company than anything else, because I truly feel like we're scientists here and we run this like scientists, but also at the same time like artists, because we're very creative. So hopefully all that makes sense. Yes, I got this bruise yesterday doing some jujitsu. I've been really getting into martial arts lately, but anyways, that's besides the point. I'll be streaming soon, so subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.